Rachele Lynae is a brand new young country artist originally from the state of Alaska. Many aspiring singers travel a long road to get to Nashville, but maybe not quite that long. From the sound of her voice and her commanding stage presence, it looks like we'll be seeing a lot from her in the coming years. Rachele's debut album was produced by her mentor, Jamie O'Neal, and it hit stores this week. We caught up with Rachele in the studio to talk about that self-titled project.
Rachele Lynae, and the album is out officially this week. You have got a single that's out at SiriusXM, doing fantastic. Touch the Stars.
Yes.
Talk about that song. You co-wrote everything on the album.
I did. So they're all my babies, really. So, you know, it's been funny. People will ask, what's your favorite song? And I'm like, how am I supposed to pick between my children? But Touch the Stars is it's one of those songs that kind of makes you feel like that young love feeling, like that excitement, you know, and that's just what the track sounds like. That's what the song's about, you know, and it's a really fun song.
Talk a little bit about your journey and getting to Nashville, because you started in Tootsie's. You played there while you were in school. And then you met Jamie O'Neal, and you started writing with her, which led to this collaboration, and now you're on her record label.
I've been really blessed. You know, I've known since I was a very little girl that I wanted to do music, and coming to Belmont to study music was a great thing to find out that I could actually do that, you know, and study music and pursue music in Nashville. But I was here to pursue country music. And when I graduated, I'd been playing downtown. I was doing writers' rounds. I was writing with people, but I didn't know what my next step was. And so I started taking people out for coffee and picking their brain, like, what should I do next? And I actually met with someone named Jimmy Murphy, who is Jamie's father, actually, and he loved my stuff and introduced me to Jamie, and we hit it off like immediately. Started writing together, she started producing me, and then they approached me about Momentum Label Group, and it's been nonstop since then. You know, it's been quite the journey.
Getting to work with Jamie and getting to do a duet with her, 2 for 1. Great song. We got footage of that. I love it. Talk a little bit about that song, because there's some great lyrics in there. I mean, it's about a guy cheating, and I love when 2 girls do a duet together. And it's hard to find those songs.
Well, it is, and actually that's part of why we wrote the song, you know, too, was I was like, you know, how are we wanted to do a duet. And I had actually had a friend that at one point, she and I both started dating people who had the same first and middle name. And we were like, wait a second, is this the same person? And we were like, whoa. And then we found out it wasn't. But out of that experience, we started, like, you know, laughing and talking, well, this is what we would do to him and show him, you know.
And to his forehead.
You know, and as women, like, most of us aren't going to go off the deep end and do all these revenge things, but we like to, like, fantasize about it, you know.
Huge hit, I think. I mean, what a great song, great idea, and I love your voices together. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of, I feel like, was she a big influence?
She was. This is actually kind of cool. She was the first person that I was a fan of as not just a singer, but as a songwriter, because her album came out right after I had started really finishing songs and writing music. And so I was starting to dig into who was writing these songs, and I looked on her album, and here she is, you know, writing all these songs, and I loved them. And so I actually stood in line and got her autograph and, like, got a picture with her long before I got to work with her and meet her, just as a fan, you know, did that. And so it's been unreal actually getting to work with someone who I really did idolize and do idolize so much.
Here's your 2 for 1 special, baby.
Rachele Lynae, thank you so much. The album is out right now. Make sure you go get a copy. You're going to love it. Thank you for catching up with us today.
Thank you for having me.
We still have lots more music coming up, so make sure to keep it right here for more Inside Music Grow. We've got an emerging Americana artist coming up next. Stay with us.